Hi, everybody. My name's Sean, and welcome to the How to Hero YouTube channel, where it's my job to awaken the hero within you, and there's a hero within all of us. So I got a question for Ka. The other day, on Monday, I did a channeling where Ka was talking about twin flames and divine partnerships. And I got a question in the comments. I had asked for questions and I got one. So I thought I would put it up on the screen and we could read it together. And then I'll go through what the channeling sort of got out of that. So I channeled Ka again in response to this question. I'll put it on the screen. Can you please ask Ka, this comes from Chrissy Mulholland. Can you please ask Ka to break down the steps or understandings of detachment of a divine counterpart who gets stuck in the dissertations of the illusions? I would welcome some insight of letting go what I feel is an unhealthy thought program of wanting my counterpart to be on a similar journey. He skips so fast on that part, saying thank you and moving on. So any insight to make the saying thank you and moving on part easier? So they were referencing the original channeling, which basically said to, forgive yourself, forgive the other person, and move on. So it was a very sort of simple step, and I think that a lot of us could use help in this arena. Those of us that have gone through this type of thing where they need to let go of somebody, whether it's a twin flame or just a romantic relationship, whatever it is, but they have to let go of somebody that it's just not working, right? So I jumped in to channel, and this one was a little bit interesting for me, but I went through with Ka, and I'll just read it out, and hopefully you guys like it. I'm not sure if I'll comment much on it at the end, but we'll see what comes through. So the question was, how does one deal with a twin flame or divine partnership in which one of the partners is not interested in pursuing the partnership to further union? Ka says, we are Ka, and we greet you now in the love and in the light of the one infinite creator. As always, we wish to advise that our thoughts are to be observed in the truth of the heart. We are but humble seekers and messengers of the law of one. We may share our philosophy freely if this arrangement is made, without concern of abridging free will or loss of polarity. We must ask for clarification upon this query, as we do not interpret a full query. What may be done when another does not return love? Nothing, my friends, for love offered freely will not always be returned. Offer a clarifying question, and we shall answer to the best of our ability. Okay. What I mean is, if one person is trying to let go or disentangle themselves from a situation whereby their divine counterpart is not interested in pursuing further union, would you detail for me how one would go about completing this? Strategies, practices, or any advice that you may share? We are Ka, and we are aware of your query, my brother. Let us suggest first that it is entirely possible for one entity to believe another is their divine counterpart or twin flame, while the other does not vibrate in harmony with this thought. The two entities then, distorted in their approach to the divine union, may enact a drama of intense pushing and pulling. The heart of the matter may not be identified by an external source, as each entity in the divine union journey will vibrate in red, orange, yellow, seeking open green ray vibration and energy transfer. If this energy transfer is not met, the drama may ensue. We caution all seekers that this endeavor, though often based in purity and desire for love, can easily become a distraction to the evolution of self, which is in our estimation the primary goal of a mind-body-spirit complex at this time of harvest. We must state simply that if one does not vibrate love in return, the match is either not yet or incorrect in its entirety. Much delusion may be mounted by an entity with significant imbalance in their red, orange, or yellow energy centers, which will distort the energy transfers between entities and draw upon both entities confusion. We will now continue, presuming that the warning has been absorbed. If one has come to the conclusion that the pursuit of union with another entity is deleterious to the spiritual growth of the entity, they must then seek to understand within themselves what must be accepted to balance distortions in the energy centers. This process can be likened to the grieving of a loved one who has been lost in the physical plane to what you would term the physical death, though it is more complex due to the knowledge in the mind-body-spirit complex that this individual who was once sought is still walking upon the physical plane. Therefore, this process can often be more difficult than the loss of a dear relationship to the physical death. The first stage is always the feeling of emotional complex distortions that arise as one considers they must let go of the other. This stage is the most difficult of stages for many, as the societal complex distortions tend to promote the reflex and habitual resistance to feeling the emotions in full. In order to make full use of the catalyst on offer, one must allow the feelings to course through the being, unblocked and unresisted. One must say to themselves, "This is how I feel at this moment. These feelings are unresisted, and I understand that to move through this state, I must observe these emotions in full." As the stimuli thought is offered to the mind-body-spirit complex, the catalyst is first observed by the red energy center, then the orange energy center, then the yellow energy center, then the green energy center, then the blue energy center, then the indigo energy center, summarizing in the violet ray energy center. This is so for all catalysts on offer to the mind-body-spirit complex. Once the feelings have been felt and observed, the distortions of thought that are built of illusory conditions placed upon unconditional love need to be seen and meditated upon by the entity seeking to balance these energies within. For example, one may think, "I cannot live without this person in my life." This thought may be deconstructed and understood to be built of fear, lack, and separation. The person is your other self, and they are one with you. You perceive that you have lived without them for much time, and in truth, they have never been away from you. This is a simplistic example, but is the act of the divine masculine energy within a mind-body-spirit complex to help to deliver the wisdom necessary to perceive beyond the illusion of the ego. If the feelings are felt in full by the divine feminine, but not observed by a balanced divine masculine and brought to wisdom, the result will be recurrence of the aforementioned feelings, whether due to this circumstance or another along the circle of time. It is helpful to remember that you are already whole, that you are perfect as you are, and no other entity, physical item, or circumstance of life will change this eternal fact. You are as you have always been, one with all and one with the infinite creator. In more practical terms, that may be of aid to those in the third density illusion. Why pursue one who does not wish to be pursued? Do you wish to manipulate them? Do you wish to trick them into being with you? Do you wish that they pretend? Or more simply, do you more truthfully wish that you did not feel alone? We bid you, dear one, to understand that another entity will not cure the loneliness of the third density. This loneliness that aches within the bones and soul and heart of the human is the driving force behind the establishment of unity with the Creator. The societal complex distortions of romance within your system of social comprehensions advocate that a partner will cure you of your loneliness. This is unequivocally false. Only you may cure you of your loneliness by accepting yourself as you are, forgiving yourself, and knowing you are the Creator. Therefore, it is the duty of one who seeks to balance these disharmonies to seek within. See in the other self the Creator. See their free will to create as they deem fit. See that anything other than a harmonious partnership is based in separation. If they were your match and were vibrating in harmony with you, the union can begin. However, if they are not, one must come to terms with what is. To deny what is to deny the infinite love of the Creator. It is to turn into separation and fear and walk amongst the darkness and confusion. If it is raining, say, "It is raining," with gratitude and love. If it is stormy, say, "It is stormy," with gratitude and love. If it is sunny, say, "It is sunny," with gratitude and love. What else may you do, my friends? Forgive yourself for your emotions, actions, thoughts, and participation in what you have deemed to be a situation that is not to continue. Forgive the other self for their participation in the situation that you have deemed should not continue. Send them love and wish them well upon their path. If they are truly your divine counterpart, they will return, but we caution that you do not rest your laurels upon this expectation. Let go and observe the story of the infinite creation unfold in its glory and mystery. We may add that this addition as it is confirmation for the instrument and therefore does not abridge free will. We remind this instrument of the plethora of unrequited love he has experienced throughout his incarnation. This was a pre-incarnative decision and a collaboration between many entities to bring about this condition such that the instrument would learn that it is he who he seeks, and no other shall fill the gap in his heart but the one infinite Creator. This hole has been filled the entire duration of incarnation, though distortions in the instrument would not allow him to see this as it is. Be merry and dance in harmony, for you are blessed and shine with the glory, the love, and the eternal peace of the one infinite Creator. So that's a little embarrassing at the end where they added it, but I kept it because it's embarrassing, and I was a little afraid, I guess, to keep that in there. But you know, it's true in my life that I've had a whole bunch of different experiences where I've cared deeply about somebody and then they've just disappeared. So I had to sort of deal with this a lot myself, not like necessarily twin flame type stuff, but just in relationships in general. And I think that essentially what they're getting at here is, once we understand that it's not going to work for some reason, really all we need to do is feel all those feelings about that, and how does that really make us feel, and start to try to get to the root of what holes we're trying to fill in ourself that we believe are there, with this other person. Like what are we trying to accomplish by finding union with another person? Even take the other specific person out of the equation and just say, what is it within myself that I'm seeking to heal? What am I seeking to find in the other? And that's how we can, I think, start to identify the aspects of ourselves that we haven't fully accepted. And I think that that's sort of the pathway to healing that wound, or that, these traumas that have come from either past lives or the current life, excuse me. And I think that's really the key, is to just really know that the other person is not going to solve any problem, any loneliness or depression issues or sadness or despair. These feelings are not going to be resolved through a relationship. That's not, it's sort of a trick of the ego to make us think that if we get this thing, it will make us happy. If we make this much money, it will make us happy, et cetera, et cetera. It's not things or people that make us happy. It's our own understanding of reality that make us happy. So I think that's sort of the point of it all. I hope you guys liked it. If you have questions, leave them below. Preferably something that's not quite on the twin flame stuff. I know that the last video was about that, and this one is about that too. I'm kind of wanting to jump into other topics, but I'll answer questions that seem interesting. Well, I guess I should say Ka will answer questions that seem interesting, providing they feel like it, because sometimes I ask and they're just like, meh. So we'll see. I'm still new to this channeling stuff. I really enjoy it. It's always a sort of a joy to see what comes through. And like, for a long time, I was very skeptical of it. So I've been doing this for a little while now, probably a year or maybe longer. And it's fun for me to actually release it to sort of the public and to do it on the YouTube channel like this. And I'll probably think of a better way to do this format, but for now I just wanted to kind of get it out there, and I hope you guys liked it. And I appreciate your faces, appreciate you watching, and take care and have a great day.